Just a few years ago, he was making people laugh on their television screens. He was attending events, taking pictures with fans, building his career, living his dreams. But yesterday, June 18th, 2026, family, friends, colleagues, and admirers gathered for a very different reason. Not to celebrate a new movie, not to celebrate another achievement, but to say their final goodbye. When the noise of life finally goes silent, what do people remember us for? Today, we take you through the emotional final journey of Alexx Ekubo, the memories, the moments, the tears, and the lessons his farewell leaves behind. Welcome to Prime Joe Network. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and join our growing community as we bring you stories that matter. Today is one of those moments that reminds us just how fragile life can be. A moment that reminds us that no matter how famous, successful, wealthy, or loved the person may be, there comes a day when the curtain closes.
We're speaking about the death of a good man, a kind man, a great man. And that is Alexx. That we're going to see Alexx on Tuesday. And because it was really what he wanted. But by Monday, Alexx passed.
And all that remains are memories. Yesterday, June 18th, 2026, family members, friends, colleagues, and loved ones gathered to bid farewell to one of Nollywood's most recognizable faces, Alexx Ekubo. The actor was finally laid to rest in his hometown, bringing an emotional chapter to a close. And as videos from the burial ceremony continue to circulate online, many Nigerians have found themselves reflecting not only on the life of Alexx Ekubo, but also on the reality that life itself is temporary. Watching some of these clips, you cannot help but notice the emotions on the faces of those who came to pay their final respects. Some stood quietly, some struggled to hold back tears. Others simply stared, perhaps trying to process the reality that someone they once laughed with, walked with, danced with, and celebrated was no longer physically present. It was a day filled with mixed emotions, a day of mourning, a day of remembrance, a day of reflection. For many people, Alexx Ekubo was more than just an actor. He was a familiar face, a man whose presence on television screens brought laughter, entertainment, and memorable performances. For years, he built a name for himself within the Nigerian entertainment industry. Through dedication, consistency, and hard work, he became one of the actors many people admired.
Nobody is dying. She's not trying to kill anybody.
Let me tell you, you cannot send me to an early grave.
No, she
you
doesn't
want to
want
put
to
him
kill
in
me.
trouble.
Put me
She
in
wants to
trouble.
kill him.
And that is why the scene from yesterday's burial touched so many hearts. One thing that stood out throughout the ceremony was the atmosphere. It wasn't just the burial itself. It was about the memories people carried with them. It was about the conversations taking place among family members and friends, stories being shared, moments being remembered, lives being impacted. As the proceedings continued, emotions could be felt almost everywhere. The reality of loss is something words often struggle to explain. No matter how prepared people think they are, saying goodbye is never easy, especially when the person being remembered.
Ogbo, white goat, La Ila, Okosisi. I was probably the most yabbed human being on earth. But those were names he called me. I don't even know if my name is still saved as white goat in his phone. But it was all love. He would call me and advise me like I was your child. And I'd fight you for always talking to me like I was a child. I'll tell you, we are all adults, Eku. I am not you. Leave me to make my mistakes. But you would never agree. The next call will come with the same advice.
Left behind memories that continue to live in the hearts of many. As videos from the ceremony continue making rounds online, many social media users have been reacting. Some shared messages of condolence. Others have spoken about their favorite moments watching Alexx Ekubo on screen. Many have reflected on the lessons his life teaches. And perhaps one of the biggest lessons is this: life is unpredictable. Today, people celebrate us. Tomorrow, they remember us. What truly matters is the impact we leave behind. What truly matters is how people remember us when we are no longer here. And that brings us to an important question. If people were gathered to speak about your life today, what would they say? What memories would they share? What impact would they remember? What legacy would remain? These are difficult questions, but moments like this force us to ask them. Because in the end, life is not measured only by the years we spend on earth. It's measured by the lives we touch, the kindness we show, the help we give, the memories we create, the love we leave behind. Yesterday's farewell was more than a burial ceremony. It was a reminder that life is a gift, a reminder that every day matters, a reminder that time waits for nobody. And perhaps that is why so many people who watched the videos found themselves emotional. Not only because of Alexx Ekubo, but because they saw themselves. They saw their own families. They saw their own loved ones, their own journeys. They were reminded that every human being is traveling through life, one day at a time. No one knows what tomorrow holds. No one knows how much time remains. All we can do is make the most of the time we have. As friends, family members, colleagues and supporters gathered to say their final goodbye, one thing became very clear. Though a person may leave this world physically, memories remain, stories remain, impact remains. And for many who knew Alexx Ekubo personally or admired him from afar, those memories will continue to live on. Looking at the scenes from yesterday, one could feel both sadness and gratitude. Sadness because a life has come to an end. Gratitude because that life left behind memories worth celebrating. As Nigerians continue reacting to the burial videos online, conversations about his life and career will undoubtedly continue. People will continue sharing stories. People will continue remembering moments. People will continue honoring his legacy. And perhaps that is one of the greatest gifts anyone can leave behind. To be remembered. To have lived a life that touched others. To have created memories that continue even after one's departure. As we conclude this video, our thoughts remain with the family, friends, colleagues and everyone affected by this loss. May they find strength during this difficult time, and may the memories shared yesterday continue to bring comfort in the days ahead. What are your thoughts after watching these emotional moments from Alexx Ekubo's final journey home? What memories of him stand out the most for you? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comment section below. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Prime Joe Network for more updates, stories and conversations that matter. Thank you for watching, and may we all continue to cherish every moment, every opportunity and every life we are blessed to encounter. See you in the next one. Bye.
Oh, pessoal, no. No scatter, very good. I'm a daily call. Okay,
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, Baba. One day I just want one rookie for Japan. I go okay. Chief Ekubo. Chief Ekubo. You're welcome.
You would always say, Obo, I got you. No worry. And those words never changed. Even our last conversation, you still told me the same thing. Always remember I'm here for you, even if no one else is. You also kept telling me, Obo, get closer to God. Sometimes I would try to explain to Alexx how close I am to God. I was telling him that God and I have a different kind of relationship. But coming the next Eke Market day, same advice. And that was Alexx, always looking out for those he loved. We had fights, but we had even more good times. You would call me and say, Oga, go and get your visas. Anything can come up. But me, Mr. Last Minute, I would wait till the call comes and we'll start looking for visa. I still wouldn't listen. I am glad I had you, not just as a friend, but as a brother. You knew I was that guy that would ride with you through thick and thin. And even in death, my bro, I'm still riding for you. Your concerns have always been mine and would forever remain mine. To all my friends now, to the ones I will make in future, I appreciate you all, but there would never be another Alexx. The world sometimes were unfairly a good guy. He was never really a bad guy after all. I only wish you were alive to witness the love people are showing you right now. I stood by you through some very difficult moments, and I saw your strength firsthand. You are indeed a soldier, a wise man, a light in every room you entered, and a man full of life. One of those people that you can never imagine would die, because he carried life wherever he went, always motivating people, always encouraging others, always believing that tomorrow will be better than today. Ekubo, I've tried being strong. I've tried distracting myself, but somehow it keeps boiling down to the same breakdowns. I never knew I could ever connect with a human being as a brother without blood, but Alexx Ekubo was more than a brother to me. The hardest part is that life refused to stop even after you died. People still call, meetings are still happening, the sun still comes up every morning as if nothing has happened. But everything changed. Every day there is something on Instagram I want to share with you. Every day I reach for my phone before remembering that that call is not going to connect. I keep thinking there will be one more conversation, one more Ogboide mad, one more lecture, one more argument, one more I got you bro, no worry. But there won't be. And that is the part that breaks me. Would I ever truly get over this loss? I honestly don't know. But maybe this is also a reminder of one of life's hardest truths. If we live long enough, we'll all have to bury people that we love. We will all have to face the pain of losing the people we genuinely believe would have made it to the end. The sad reality of life is that either our loved ones would bury us or we would bury them. None of us is coming out of life alive. None of us escapes that story. We just never imagined it would happen so soon. We never imagined it would happen to our loved ones, the ones that we feel are full of life. I never doubted that the world I never doubted that if the world would turn against me, Alexx would still answer my call. And that's the truth. I only can attest the call I put through to him sometime in March, and I was very upset. And in his dying bed, he was still asking me of my health. He was still advising me, and he was still wishing me the best in life and telling me that I just need to look back and he's always there. I never doubted that that kind of loyalty is rare. That kind of friendship is a once in a lifetime thing. What I do know is that your friendship changed me forever. I am not just mourning the man that you were, but I'm mourning the years we were supposed to have, the conversations we were supposed to finish, the dreams we were supposed to live, the plans we made, the brotherhood we still had ahead of us, the opportunity to grow old together, to watch our families remain connected, to sit somewhere in the Bahamas, wherever, years from now and laughing about all the madness we survived. I always believed there would be more time, but I was wrong. But one thing I know for sure is I will remain a rock for the things you cared about. The people you loved will never stand alone as long as I have breath. Rest easy, my brother, and look over us. And as you always said, you got me. Keep getting me, oh. Keep getting me. And me, I will keep getting you from right here. One thing I'm very sure about is right now, heaven is lit. Heaven is bubbling. The angels and saints will be like, so you guys were keeping this guy, right? Because if you know Alexx, you know that an Alexx vibe is a vibe any day, anytime. If Alexx was to walk into this hall right now, the vibe will always go up. So finally, help me remind Bros J that I'm still waiting for our dreams to be lived to full. Because some promises are too important to die. Until we meet again, my brother, I love you. God bless.
Weeks is something much simpler. Alexx was loved. Alexx was truly and deeply loved. I mean, look around you today. I was just saying to Anwuri earlier, I'm like, there are people I haven't seen in 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. They're all here today. The messages, the tears, the stories, the phone calls, the tributes, they all tell the same story. Alexx had a way of making people feel seen. He showed up for people every single time. He made people laugh. He created connections that lasted. He left footprints on hearts. That is a rare gift. And like I say to everyone, Alexx was not just a good guy. He was exceptional. Alexx was intentional about being kind. As friends, we remember the moments that may never make it into speeches or tributes. The jokes, the conversations, the plans, the random calls, the late night hangouts, when we ate much more than we could handle. And Alexx would always say, "May them bring more. Shawarma still there." But now, they're like precious treasures in our memories. Those are things we hold on to. Today, our heart cross paths with his. Gratitude that we got to experience his friendship. Gratitude that we got to love him and be loved by him. We'll tell your stories. We'll laugh about the moments we shared. We'll remember you with love for the rest of our lives. Rest well, my dearest friend. I have male friends, but I had just one male bestie.